Hello Weekend Warriors, my name is Jennifer and I've been working on this project and I'm about 2/3 done. And so if you want to learn how to install vinyl tile, deluxe vinyl tile, the peel and stick type, then keep watching. I'm not a contractor, not a handyman, no special skills, have never laid tile before in my entire life, but I'm very determined for this project and I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And so everything that I learned from watching YouTube because it's amazing. And so I wanted to show you that here I am, just a gal working in an office environment. If I can make this project work and do this, and I am 2/3 done, so I already know that this has been a huge success. If I can do this project, you can totally do it. It's a very large kitchen. Turns out my kitchen is 17 feet long with a really big open space, and so it's taken me a while. This is day 3 for me. So let me show you. So this is the product itself. This has a beveled edge, and this is probably, I guess, what makes it deluxe, is that you have the ability, if you chose to actually use this as regular tile and actually put grout. You don't have to though. You could very easily just, put the two ends, the two pieces end to end, and you could be done, and I'll bet you it would look amazing. And you can see other videos where people have done that same technique. I did go ahead and do it with the grout, and wow, I'm looking right at it and it's amazing, and I will show you that in a minute. So I've got that. Let me show you the actual project that we are using. It is the Traffic Master product from Home Depot. As you can see right here, it is grout a bulb. Like I said, you don't have to. The color we are using is the light gray travertine. So the products you will need for this project, the one thing that I don't have that I wish I did, that I highly recommend, knee pads. Definitely invest in knee pads. This is a very highly knees on the ground project, and as you can see, when you keep watching, you'll see that I used a towel to sort of buffer my knees. But man, my knees are still, they're killing me. So knee pads, highly recommended. Okay, so for the original project, you want to really clean your floor. So you're going to need some sort of cleaner. I use a concoction of just white vinegar, a little tiny bit of baking soda, and some dish soap, and a scrubber. You're gonna need either to sweep frequently or a vacuum cleaner. And then what you are gonna need is your cutting materials. Your razor, your scissors, some sort of a straight edge. Definitely a tape measure is an absolute 100% must. Now, when you're doing your floor prep, you want to have a really good surface, a nice, clean, free from dirt and debris surface. So I had an area on my floor that I needed to do more prep that I had. This is an area that had an old refrigerator. So I cut out with my razor the area that was raised, and then I used this floor leveler product. So it's right there, flexible floor patch and leveler. I bought that at just Ace Hardware, and then I just use this little tool to flatten it out. This is not a very forgiving product, so you want to make sure it's as flat as possible. It's not a product that you can sand or flatten after it's already applied, and it does dry very fast, and so you will need to apply it, and you have to wait a couple hours, but then you'll be able to still work on the project probably the same day, as long as you kind of space out the project. If you're going to do the grout part, which like I said, I did opt to do it, you are going to need to have your spacers, your grout, and your sponges. Let me show you that. So I've got my sponges. This is the grout that I use. This is from Home Depot. It is pre-mixed grout, simple grout. It's called, we chose the color Earth, which is number 105. It is, it saves you time because you don't have to mix it, you don't have to do anything, it's literally ready to go right out of the thing. We used the 3/16 inch spacers, and I cut them so they come like this, and then I cut them like this to have 3 different sizes for the different projects. And one thing I want to say is, the cool thing about this item is that you don't have to, it's not very hard to cut these tiles. All you do to cut these tiles is you just need to score it, which means you just need a thin line of cut through the tile, and then you can snap it and then it just breaks apart. You'll see me doing that a lot in this. If you have any edges, you just want to be patient and kind of give yourself, that's why it's good to have the scissors to do like your little finishy work. Now stay tuned because I'm going to show you how I got my center line, my start point. I'm going to show you from my first, laying the very first tile all the way to the point that I'm at now. I'm going to pick up the camera and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like because it's going to look amazing. Okay, this is my current floor. I'm going to walk. This is the tiles that have been installed with no grout. And as we walk, you can start to see this is area where I've already started to grout. And you can see more areas where I've grouted, and this is area that I still need to grout. But then look here. Look at that amazing, beautiful floor. And so we've already put the refrigerator back. We've already put some cabinets back. My daughter had a birthday, and so it still says happy birthday on the wall. So you're gonna see how, if I can do this project, how you can definitely do this project, and look at how amazing it looks. So stay tuned because you're gonna see it all right here. One more thing I wanted to mention is this is gonna be part one of a two-part little series. If you choose to do the grout, stay tuned for part two of this video because I have found a great technique to putting in, for applying the grout that is very different than if you were to be doing like ceramic tile. So make sure you check out part two for the grout part. Also, I wanted to mention, if you have, we actually have a pocket door in my house. If you have a pantry door or any door that swings into your new flooring area, you just want to make sure you want to lay your tile down and just double check to make sure that it's not going to at all affect your ability to swing your door, open your door. And that way you can adjust and make any adjustments prior to laying the floor. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to make sure that in terms of our space that we are getting a good measurement so that we don't have too small of pieces on the ends. We really don't want to get less than 6 inches on each end. So I started my tape measure here. Let's go down. So it turns out that my space is 17 feet and 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I need to compensate for that. So what I'll do is I will have 16 full pieces, and then I will take these, basically think of these as 2 pieces. So I need to make this one smaller and this one bigger, okay? Now coincidentally, it is 17.25, but when you break it down to the difference, it actually turns out to be that I need 7.25 on each. So that's 7 inches, 7.25 inches on each of the 2 pieces for the end pieces. Okay, so let me measure out my 7.25. So that is going to be right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this now to here. And now I've got 16 pieces. So now I need to go 8 feet to get my center line. Okay, so here we go. 8 feet. Okay, so I have measured out and I have my line to start. I have a few pieces. I have 3 sets here and 2 sets over there of the tiles because you want to intermix them because actually when you look at them they all have a little bit of a different variation of a pattern. So you don't want to just pull from one box and just use it and then start a new box. You want to mix them up. So I've already cut a few in half because I'm going to have a straight edge, and I am ready to start to lay my first tile. Okay, so here we go. Got my line. We'll go like this. I'm not gonna lie, my heart's pounding. This is a little scary. I'm gonna peel off the backing. I'm gonna set my board up. It is extremely sticky. So I'm gonna do a part 2 of this video to show you what I do next. And so catch me on that one. Okay, bye, thanks for watching.